Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Deb Sofield, and you're listening to my weekly podcast series called Encouragement for Your Life. Most of you know I'm a national speaker, trainer, and coach. I like to say I help people find their voice and learn to use it. I'm also a conference speaker on the topics of public speaking, presentation skills, how to deal with the media, and crisis communication. I've got a number of other presentations on my website if you'd like to check those out. If your organization has an upcoming conference and you need a keynote speaker, I hope you'll reach out at debsofield.com. I would love to be a part. I've got a number of great books on the market. My best-selling book, Speak Without Fear. My book, Perfecting Your Platform. Both of those are on Amazon and Audible if you like to listen to books. And my series, Encouragement for Your Life, which is a compilation of these podcasts, they're available on Amazon, volumes 1 through 3. Just go into Amazon, type in my name, Deb Sofield, all my books will appear. I've got a great show this afternoon. I'm calling it Don't Wait for Extraordinary Opportunities. Our friend seize common occasions and make them great. I'm Deb Sofield. Thanks for joining me today. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. A while back, I did a show and I called it, If You Can't Do Great Things, Do Small Things in a Great Way. And although I thought I was done with that thought, in my mind and in my quiet time, I kept coming back to the big idea of, anybody can take the steps in the right direction to do what they're called to do. What may seem impossible to others, hey, it's not impossible for you. If you will just put forth the effort to make it happen, things will change. It doesn't matter what others say or think or opine about you. You and I have to push past the chatter, the questioning, the snarky comments, and go on and do great things within our purview, our ability, or our dreams. Friends, that's the action part I always talk about on these shows. I came across a really great cartoon of a young kid who was taking a bath in a tub. But in his little imagination, he was an underwater explorer looking for great treasure. As I was working on my show for the week, I was also speaking at a conference on the South Carolina coast, and the ocean was right outside my window. So it all came together for me, as I am an explorer at heart of shells and artifacts and objects of curiosity, especially anything at the coast. My quote today is from someone who I consider to be the father of the self-help movement. His name was Dr. Orson Swett Marden. If you don't know who he is, let me introduce you to the original publisher of Success Magazine, which he started back in 1897. He's also the author of a great number of books that were the foundation of what I'm going to refer to as the self-help motivational phenomena. Wikipedia sums up his big life as this. Marden believed that our thoughts influenced our lives and our life circumstances. Marden believed we make the world we live in and shape our own environment. And although he is best known for his books on financial success, he always emphasized that this would come as a result of cultivating one's personal development, saying, "The golden opportunity you are seeking is in yourself. It's not in your environment. It is not luck or chance or the help of others. It is in yourself alone." And I'm going to get back to that thought in just a minute. Marden was famous for the, quote, frequent use of metaphors and similes in conveying ethical principles and moral lessons. And I'm going to add that his simplicity of words and language actually brought his ideas home. Objects or scenes observable in nature, such as rocks and marbles, streams, trees, snow, and the tempest, imparted a sublime poetic depth to his writing. The frost, the snows, the tempest, the lightning are all rough teachers that bring a tiny acorn to a sturdy oak. Obstacles and hardships are the chisel and mallet which shapes the strong life into beauty. I love his quote. There are two essential requirements for success. The first is a go-additiveness, and the second is a stick-to-itiveness. Dr. Marden is my kind of guy. Someone who truly believes that within opportunities that we're given daily, we have to do the work until it's done. So now that you know the author of my quote for today, let me put that into practical steps for your success. Let me go back to his other quote. The golden opportunity you are seeking is in yourself. It is not in your environment. It is not in luck or chance or the help of others. It is in yourself alone. So you might be saying, well, Deb, what is that golden opportunity that we all seem to be seeking? I think a lot of you listening today will most likely say, hey, Deb, I want to be rich. I want to be happy. I want good health. And while those are all great goals to work for, let me add a few that most of you instinctively know or are working for you in your own life. Tony Robbins, the guy who took Orson Swett Marden's philosophy to the 21st century, says there are 6 human needs. Here they are. The need for certainty, to feel in control and to know what's coming next. The need for uncertainty in life. We need a variety of surprises. The idea that you need something to push against you to grow your muscle. The next one, the need for significance. We know that we all need to feel important, special, unique, or needed. Number 4, the need for love and connection. Whether it's with a life partner or with friends or prayer or walking on the beach. And if none of those suit you, you can always get a dog. Number 5, the need for growth. Friend, if you're not growing, you're dying. And finally, the need for contribution. That is the secret to living for many is giving. Life is not about me. It's about us. And I pulled that from his book, Money, Master the Game. You've probably been working on securing some of the human needs that I just mentioned, and I think it's great. And by the way, if you're not, please go back and let's secure the basics so your foundation will be built on stone and not on sand. Now, let's take it to the next level and choose a few big ideas that you're working on. In your mind, can you see your big idea in completion? Can you see more than one of them? Or do you need to take this activity one at a time? Now, if you've committed to making something happen in the area of your life that you're working to grow, let's figure out how we go about making it not only grow, but let's make it great. So tell me, what golden opportunity are you seeking? Assuming you're continuing to build on the 6 basic needs. Friend, what's next? Radio silence. Listen, I ask that because I meet so many people who have no clue of what's next for them. They haven't even thought about it. They are so focused on not only the basic human needs, but also just getting through today that they haven't really thought about tomorrow or a year from now or 5 or 10 years from now. And I'll tell you what concerns me, past the very next step I need you to take. That some today are purposefully not working towards anything because all you're doing is allowing your work to fill today. Listen, I understand that life is full and busy, but if you're hoping for more opportunities, you got to put yourself out there to be found. It is rare that somebody finds you. So as you are contemplating the golden opportunity that you're seeking, friend, you need to be able to tell me what it is and then give me some sort of an idea of how you plan to get there. And I said you because you are the only one who can make a change in your life to make enough space for a new opportunity to find a home. What I love about today's simple quote is the reminder that it's not on the outside of your life, my friends. It's on the inside. It's who you really are, your core, your being, your belief in yourself. It's not luck or chance or even a helping hand of others, as nice as that is. But it is all on you. Yeah, you. You to do the work, to make the plan, to push through against all odds. Now, here's where I don't want you to stumble. It's my quote for today, which is, don't wait for extraordinary opportunity. Seize common occasions and make them great. I don't know about you, but I see so many people get caught up in wanting to do big, showy, extraordinary things that make other people notice. And if you think it isn't big enough, no one will care. Or worse yet, really not notice. We're conditioned by the media and Hollywood and Wall Street to think big is the only worthy path forward. But the truth is, you don't have to wait one more minute, one more hour, one more day, or any timeline that you have. Friend, what you have to do is seize the day. Carpe diem, my friend. And then be smart enough, wise enough, bold enough to take common action to make it great. It is human nature to hope that some outside source will solve your internal problems. I have a friend who moves from city to another in hopes of making it big. And over the course of time, he has paid financially, emotionally, and physically for all the empty, hollow hopes in that next town. He's hoping somebody will just provide for him, or his luck will change, or maybe he can find a chance to start over. And when he comes back to our town from his wasted time on the road, he is further behind than when he started. Why? Because he has failed to realize that the opportunity for success comes from inside. Rarely does it happen by being at the right place at the right time. Those odds are for the lottery. And by the way, you've got a 1 in $302 million chance of winning the Powerball. I think that's the latest one. Okay, I fundamentally believe that the other reason my friend can never seem to get ahead is that deep in his heart and mind, he thinks he's too good for common occasions. He only wants to deal with the extraordinary. That's a tough call. I love the extraordinary, and I wish it would fall out of the sky and land in your bank account. But until it does, you got to keep working. And in your work, well, let me change that. In your amazing work, find and seize common occasions, and with your skills, your smarts, and your story, our friend, make something great. Hear me. Please don't wait for extraordinary opportunities. Seize common occasions and make them great. All right, I get it. A tough love message today because I think a lot of us are just waiting for opportunity, extraordinary or not. But here's the fact. You can't just wait for extraordinary opportunities. What you have to do is seize the common everyday occasions that don't seem like much individually, but together, once they grow, it will make everything great. Our friend, I'm Deb Sofield. You've been listening to Deb Sofield's Encouragement for Your Rockstar Life. I hope you'll join me next week so we can continue this journey together as we work towards a better day. And remember, Deb doesn't care what the world says about you. I want you to know that I care about you, and I care about you because I believe you can do big things. I believe you can make the ordinary extraordinary, but it's going to take some work on your part. And here's my promise. I will walk alongside you as we follow your dream together. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.